Hello and welcome to ARK Survival Evolved. We're on the Extinction map and today we're going to try and defend what should be a 25k node down there. I've already been defending a yellow orbital supply drop. That time round I took Freya with some Volanosaurs. This time round I'm actually going to give the Enforcer here a try, but I've got Freya on backup, so she's over there. I'll just make sure all these have come through. I think they're all there. It's difficult to tell because they're all mushed in together. Yeah, it's the same crew I used on the orbital supply drop. But let's get in here. Just get this Pteranodon out of the way. So I'm not 100% sure how well it'll go. The plan is that if it doesn't go that well, then I can basically swap the Enforcer out for Freya. Should be fairly easy to do. So we're going to get started, because I know there's some corrupted dinos already around here. I don't know whether they were causing problems with the nodes. I just noticed them and I thought, ooh, better get rid of them as quickly as I can. So it shouldn't be too difficult to start with. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to get these ones to stay here for the moment. Yeah, you lot stay here. And basically it's going to be a case of having to go out to the edges and seeing what it's like. So I mean, this is definitely a 25k, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it was, because I came out here with the owl. Yeah, it's a 25k one. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a case of having to run around with the Enforcer to defend the outer nodes. At some point you'll be getting attacked from all sides. I mean, I've been able to defend one of these with Freya. Oh, there's one there. The only thing is, I mean, this Enforcer hands out a lot of damage, even to the nodes themselves. So I think what I'm going to do, I think there might be some coming from this angle, so I'm going to ask them to go over there. Yeah, I'll get them to go over there while I just cover the outskirts. The only drawback is things like that T-Rex can probably do quite a lot of damage to the Enforcer here. That's what I'm more bothered about, and that's why I've got Freya on hand just in case. Because if it gets really bad, then I'll pull this Enforcer and bring in Freya instead. Right, I don't want that T-Rex giving me any grief. Quite happy to get the crew to deal with it. See what I can get off that rock. So yeah, it's just going to be a case of going through the various waves. See how many's left. So there's one still out there. This is the hardest part when you're getting started, is just trying to find these things. But anyway, I mean, if at any time you find yourself liking the video, then do please click that like button, because that'll help me out a great deal. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more content, then yeah, sure, subscribe. Just remember to click that little bell icon, and then that way you'll get a reminder for when new content does come out. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, want to see anything in particular in the channel, and just please post those in that comment section below. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna do what I can to basically try and defend this. I mean, I'm trying to see what sides these things are coming from. I've just dumped them here for now, but I saw something coming from that angle. I think there's a Carno. Ah, there's some over there. Right. So I mean, the Enforcer should be able to handle things a lot quicker. That's its main advantage. It can take things out a lot quicker when they're corrupted. The only thing I've got to be careful of is the fact that it loses its stamina quite quickly. Because I've been running around, I haven't really touched stamina on this thing. But when it's in battle, it does lose stamina quite a lot. Actually, I think I might bring them over to there. I'm not seeing anything on that side. Might be better to bring them all over here. If I could get off the node, I would. So yeah, I mean, running around doesn't use up much stamina. But if it's in a fight, you can see, I mean, the stamina's running out pretty quickly. Now, where are they? So they are attacking something. Oh well, okay, fair enough. Or at least I thought they were attacking something. So there's one node gone already. Right, I'm gonna get these dudes to follow me, because I want them over here. Yeah, I'm out of stamina. Come on! Don't know where the rest of them have gone. Actually, I want them on... What are they on? Attack my target. That's better. So they're on aggressive now, so... I'll leave that T-Rex where it is, because I really don't want... I don't want to go up against a T-Rex with an Enforcer, because the normal dinos can still do quite a bit of damage. It'll take quite a lot to heal this thing. Okay, so looks like they're taking on the T-Rex, so that's alright. Can you get out of the way, please? I need to take on this thing. Ah! Right, come on, come on, come on. Right, so what are we on now? So we're on... Just see how many's left. So there's one... Right, so how many... There's 3 here there, so... Get you 3 to stay put. You're over there. Oh, there's 2 of them over there. Yeah, I think this thing's probably handing out more damage to the nodes, quite frankly. That doesn't help at all. It's in a kind of like a bad area because it's just so entangled. Where are they all gone? Oh, there's the 3 of them over there. So there's a 4th one coming over now, hopefully. I can see one around the corner there. Come here. Yeah, it's a trouble. If they get left on their own, they're going to be in trouble. Oh, I'm just going to have to get them all to follow me. If I can get out. Can I get out? Yeah. I really want to be able to tackle multiple places, you know, like how... Like the plan was the Velonosaurs would be on one side, I'd be on another. There's some over here, I can hear them over there. Yeah, there's quite a lot coming over from there, but I've got all these ones here to deal with. Come here. Paras are the real pain I'm finding. Especially when there's a lot of them coming at you. So at least they're up to something anyway, so that's a good thing. I mean, as I say, I've taken on one of these with Freya. Now the problem now is this dude's running out of stamina. Wonder if I can do anything to boost his stamina. I mean, his health is about half. I'm not really seeing much in terms of getting health back quickly. That's a bit of a pain, so... You'll have to stay there. Come on, you. I'm really not, I don't want to sort of like leave them stranded, to be honest. I can see that Paras are over there, but I don't want one of them like stuck all on its own because it wouldn't have a chance. I suppose maybe the trick is to try and find, try and kill off the bigger ones, So you're just left with the little ones at the end, and then that can buy you a bit of time. You know, like heal up, get your stamina and that sort of stuff. I mean, you've got to hand it to them. I mean, it's handing out quite a lot of damage. So there's 4 still out there, and we're only on wave 2, and I've only got about... I'm down to about 3,000 health. Now, supposedly you can heal them up with this, but I'm not seeing that health bar going up at any quick rate, so it's not... I don't know what that there was patch notes run about, because supposedly it says you could use meat. You know, you're supposed to be able to use meat, but it's not doing anything for them. And I know the element dust doesn't, so the only way I know of is to use an owl. Oh, it's trouble. I don't want them all that far out. Come here. Go and park yourselves over there. I mean, I suppose you could sacrifice, as I say, sacrifice nodes to... maybe the idea is sacrifice some nodes to, like, lower, you know, the smaller ones, so that way you can at least get your get yourself healed and what have you. You know, buys you a bit of time. So there's one around here somewhere. Kind of kicking myself. I should have brought the snow owl with me. I mean, we're on about what? Yeah, less than half of our health left. I'm not seeing it going up fast. It's not going up at all. Well, it's going up. I mean, it's like it's naturally just ticking up. But it's not going up fast enough, even if I get this thing to consume meat. And we've got plenty of... Oh no! I must have dropped my element dust. Oh, that's really bad. I dropped the... I dropped everything. I never thought these things need element dust. Oh wow. Oh, that was a dumb move. Yeah, that was a seriously dumb move. Somewhere out there, there's about a couple of thousand element dust just dropped on the floor, and it's probably like... it's been used up now, so... The trouble is, if this thing runs out of energy, it's like the equivalent of starving to death. Oh no, where did I drop it? Because it suddenly dawned on me, because I was going to probably pop this into a cryopod, and I'm thinking, oh, I better make sure to pick up the dust. And I've just realised, of course, I dropped everything. So that includes all its dust. So I think at some point I'll end up having to bail out with this one and bring Freya in. I won't be able to carry on much without dust. Ah, it's frustrating that. Might explain in some part why this is not going up very fast, because it's... Ah, it's annoying. I just got into the habit of it, because with Freya, she was harvesting so much that I could afford to drop everything, because she'd quickly get a load of food back anyway, so it didn't really matter. But this thing, of course, it needs dust. Oh, that's frustrating. That's a bit weird, getting glitched into the ground. That doesn't help anybody. I don't know what these things are attacking, but they've been able to at least defend one side for me. Wow, I seem to be all over the place at the moment. Right, what are we up against now then? There's 11 still out there somewhere. Ah, there's another plura. 11. Straight. Yeah, I mean the good thing about these is that they're extremely quick, but if you notice the AoE attack, I mean it's handing out like a lot of damage to these corrupted creatures, but it's doing a lot of damage to the nodes as well. That's probably not doing me any favours. It's a pity it doesn't pick up any element dust. Oh! I mean, I've got to wait. You can't harvest these nodes until the... Oh, hang on. Come back here. Yeah, that's the trouble with them being unaggressive. Oh, there it is over there. I was wondering where it was. Stuck on the node. Right, okay, so we're on with... Oh. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to bail on this because there's no way this thing's gonna survive much longer. I'm gonna pop her out. Ah, no, that's interesting. I can't. For some strange reason, I can't equip it on the back of her. I'll get behind these because then I think I've got a bit of safety behind these lot. Because I'm gonna have to get off here. I'm gonna have to pop her out. Where did he go? Oh crap! Where did it go? But will you come back here? That's the trouble when you've got something on aggressive. The other dinos will join in. Right, so I'm gonna pick that up because I don't want it. It's more the resources. I'll get its blueprint back. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna make sure I get this one. In the meantime, all those nodes are getting broken, probably. Okay, so that was kind of a bad call because I dumped all of the I dumped all of that element dust without thinking, so that didn't help me at all. So Freya here, she can hand out quite a bit of damage, which is, compared to what that Enforcer is, that Enforcer is much quicker at killing things. I mean, quite rightly so, because it's got that advantage of, you know, overcorrupted dinos. It's mostly the Paras I want to get rid of. This is definitely glitch this when you've got things stuck in the ground. I mean, I presume the Paras but don't seem to be handing out that much damage. Oh, whoa, what the heck? Oh, I don't like the look of that thing. I haven't seen one of them before. I don't know if I'm going to get stuck here, but come on. Let's see if we can get this. I want to see if I can get the advantage of having these lot over to join in. If I can get these to join in, it'll go a bit quicker. Come here, guys, get in here. Come on, take it out. Whatever it is, just take it out. Hopefully. It seems to be enraged, an enraged Triceratops. Oh, wow, these nodes are getting bashed to bits. Ah, there's one out here then. So far I can see that it's a lot quicker when I've got the Enforcer. So it looks like, wow, this thing's down to 14, so we've lost quite a bit of health on that. So I'm going to bring these... Oh, what's that? Is that another enraged one? Wow, I mean, look at the army behind it. That's quite the army, that. I think the essence is to get rid of that thing then. Come on, folks, just lay into whatever's here. Just lay into it. Get rid of it. Oh, more Parases. I'm kind of glad that Paras over there is kind of like stuck on the outskirts, quite frankly. Let's see if I can do something for these Carnos here. I'm more bothered about the ones that are attacking the nodes than they're attacking me. Because I've got to defend this central node at all costs. I don't know if the health of the node has any impact on how much you get back at the end. Well, actually it does now that I think about it, because you've got to harvest it at the end. Yeah, because you harvest this at the end when you're finished, so that the health of that thing is going to reflect how much you're going to get back, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Hopefully we can get this one out of the way. I hear something nearby. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Was that a raptor or a pillar? Oh, I hit the node more than the dino. Ah! Come on! Focus on this thing. Yeah, I feel obliged to get rid of the Paris's quicker. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm doing a bunch of dire bears. Right, let's stick these all on neutral. I'm going to see. I didn't really get enough time to pay attention to see if they all survived, quite frankly, but I think they did. How many of you are? So can't really see. I mean, my mouse is glitching all over. So there's one of them still out there somewhere, I think. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Right. So you lot come back here. Well, that wasn't too bad. Except I made the foolish mistake of dumping a load of dust. See, with the thylacoleo here. I'll just make sure I've just got the raw meat because I'm going to empty her pockets. So, oh, I want to keep a bit, but the rest I want to just dump. I got into the habit of just dropping everything on her because she was the inventory starts to get full too soon. So I just want to run a quick test to get on. I need to put things back in my hotbar again. Oh! Come here! What are you all attacking now? Right, I just want to make sure she's on follow. So that she's following me around. So, right, so... got about one element out of that one. 2 element out of that one. Just because I'm fairly sure it's the... yeah, I'm getting more element now. To be fair, I think this one's got the higher damage. Yeah, this has got about double the damage, so I'm more inclined to just keep harvesting on with this thing here. I mean, element shards or element, because I need the element shards for my generators. Because now that I've switched over to the tech generators, I can run them on element shards. Yeah, definitely preferring the pickaxe. The hatchet, I should say. So it's just going to be a case of harvesting all these things up and seeing what I get. But it was interesting. There was I think, what was it, like an enraged trike, I think, came into this one, and I haven't seen one of those before. The last time the first time I defended one of these 25k ones, it was just with Frey, and I certainly didn't see any then. And I think we've got about 2 of them this time round. It was pretty much the same breakdown though, where I got like tons of was it 18 so far. Yeah, there was a pretty much the same sort of breakdown with where you get like Parises, Trikes and Spinos, which is something you don't get on the blue one. So it's quite a step up, because with a blue one it's pretty much like Raptors and not the blue. I keep referring back to the US. the orbital supply drops. On the 10k ones, it's pretty much been like dillos and raptors. Whereas with this 25k one, I'm seeing like things like the spinos and the trikes. Those arthropleura can be a real pain in the neck. What I'm interested in is what actually hit me, because something hit me, because I started, I must have been healing up. Hence the reason why I had to eat a load of food. I was paying so much more attention to the fight than to myself. So there must have been something in there that could actually hit me. Not bad so far. I mean, at the moment I want to get a lot of element shards as well as element. I mean, 307 shards is not bad. I mean, so far it's quite a lot. It covers a much bigger distance, I've noticed as well, at least in this case. I mean, I'm in a bit of a bad area because this is kind of like out here. I'm right out in the northern area, so that's kind of like Giga country. Just have to be a bit mindful of those dire bears as well. It's a pity about the enforcer, because it was certainly doing a lot better, I think, than what Freya was. Freya was doing... Oh, sorry, was I hitting you? Sorry, that thing must have come down. It just hasn't disappeared. I think I was hitting Freya there. No, I mean, Freya can certainly do the job. It's just obviously you can see she's a lot slower than the than what the enforcer can do. But the trouble is, the health on that enforcer was just going down too quick. It didn't help. I dropped all the dust. I should probably keep a lot of dust on me, not just on the, in case I do the same again. Hang on, I don't want the stone. I don't need that or that or that. Give you these because I want to get a reasonable breakdown. I think when I've done a 10k one, I was getting quite a lot of elements. I was getting about 60 something element, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to run it again to see how much I get off like a small one, to see if it's worth the while, because there's a lot more time doing this one. I think it's pretty easy enough to do as long as you've got the dinos to do it. I mean, I might try it with one of those mechs, because that's something else to try out. I think that was at can't remember what level that needs to be. Right, come here. I think we need to get up on that rock up there. There's one of them. Yeah, there's one down here, I think. Don't know if I'll be able to get to it. I don't know if there's like a timer on this thing at all. Sorry. Watch your pause. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a timer. I don't know if I'm going to run out of time if I don't get to the central one. There we go. I want to get my money's worth here, you know. Oh, no. Folks, can you take care of this thing? It's annoying me. Come on, get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Do what you have to do. Thank you. Don't know what happened there. Freya seemed to... Oh, I think Freya's starting to get overloaded now. This is the problem I had last time. I'd managed to get so much stuff that she was just getting so full. Right, so there's one over there, one over there, and one over there. Ah, I didn't want to jump that far. Right, see if I can get anything out of that one. Yeah, it's buried too low down. What about this one? Can we get that one? Right. I know the last one I went and did, I mean the nodes were all over the place. And it was mostly the element dust I ended up dropping. I mean they weigh about 50 each. What's that dust? The shards? The shards are 22, so there's... it's only 52 I'm getting out of it so far. I suppose it depends on how much damage they've taken, because there wasn't that much left of them. Unfortunately. I think... Oh, Struth. Oh, is that what I think it is? Please be a T-Rex. If you're a T-Rex... Oh, it's not. It's a Giga. Right, okay, this is not good. Get your tail out the way. Seriously. Right, I'm gonna have to get out of here. Yeah, the central node makes a lot more sense. Because now you can see I'm getting like tons of element out of here. Element shards, element as well. Just kind of hoping that blooming Gigasaur doesn't suddenly spring up on me. I'm gonna sound like a real dash here to sort of like try and get as much out of here and then I'm out of here. Right, come on, don't care, guys, don't care, come on. Seriously, guys, we don't care, we're getting out of here. So all 6 of them are there, right? Come on, seriously, I'm not sticking around for a Gigasaur. Oh dear Lord, no! I don't want to aggro that Giga. I don't know what level it is, and to be honest, I don't care. I mean, at some point it'll be interesting to see what it's what it'll be like to get rid of them, like. But right, I'm gonna slowly make my way back to base because the base is miles from here. It's right at the far. I mean, I suppose I could go to the snow biome one, but nah, I'll just go back to the city one. So I'll bring you back once we get there. Okay then, so we're back at base. So I want to see what we've managed to get out of that drop. So on me we've got 477 shards, 32 element and 159 dust. I can't pull the dust because the system doesn't know about that yet. So if I go to element, there's this lot here on some on Freya and some on the Velonosaur there. The shards, well, there's all up that was already here in the tech generator, so I'll pull this off Freya and that other Velonosaur. Now in terms of dust, I know Freya's got some. Yeah, it's too much for me to carry probably. Yeah, I can't carry that amount. I'm still kicking myself for dropping all that dust. I don't think that would have helped, but I mean, to be honest, it's helped. That Enforcer's health was going down anyway. I don't think it would have survived much longer. No, you don't have any. So I had to pull it anyway. I had a suspicion I might, because it I've taken it into lesser fights than that. I mean, strategically I should have covered all 3 areas with different groups, to be honest, because when I did one with Freya, there was only, I think there was only two entry points, if you will, so I only had to defend 2 sides, so I could have gotten away with a kind of a mechanic like that one. That where we were at, it was everything seemed to be jammed and packed together, because there was, you know, there was rocks and there was trees, as well as the actual veins themselves that were getting in the way. That wasn't helping me by any stretch of the imagination to be able to maneuver around and position anything. Might have been better to try and push, you know, put a load of these out to the edge, leave a group out there, you know, have one group at one point, another group at another point, and then me and the Enforcer could have just handled the other one. But I was back to pretty much the Enforcer was having to handle probably more than it should have. So in terms of that one, I mean, it didn't go too bad. I mean, I've pulled about 203 element, which is pretty good, I'd say. I mean, it's, I think a blue drop I was getting about 60 63 maybe. So I'm getting a much higher amount back in terms of the element. The shards. I mean that's great. I mean that's 2,500 shards. I'll just swap them around. Put that there maybe. No. So that's just over 8,000 dust as well. So I mean that seems worthwhile doing the yellow ones versus like the blue ones. The blue ones, if you can find a few of them, that's not so bad. I mean like today for instance I've been out and about searching for veins. And I was really struggling to find any. I think maybe there's only like 2 in existence at any one point maybe, because I went all through the southern zone and I couldn't find any. I went over to the northern zone, there was a 10k one and there was a 50k one, so I basically just wasted those, triggered them off, and then I just left them to fall in the hope that a 25k one would show up at some point. But I think there's a spider outside the base. That's why I've got that music going off. But yeah, I mean that's a kind of good deal, I'd say. I mean I'd be more inclined to go after the yellow ones now than the blue ones, but I'm quite interested in trying maybe like a little army of enforcers. I mean maybe next time I won't be as stupid as to drop all the dust like, but it might be quite tempting actually to take, you know, a few enforcers out. I'll be on one enforcer and then I'll have I don't know, maybe like just a group of enforcers, or put one in each strategic location or something. I don't know. Might be definitely worth trying. It's just that the demands are pretty high. I mean that 168 what I've got, I was really lucky because its stats are well over 100% for everything across the board, and it didn't cost that much in terms of materials. The material requirements are really low. I think I've got another 168, maybe 2 of them down in the forest. Tell you what, I'm going to go down to the forest. See, I don't want to pull any of these though. I've just been manoeuvring everything out of the way. I need to get myself another bigger base to do in the city, because this is starting to get a bit jam-packed. Although I haven't said that I'm in that Managama, I could take it out to the snow biome now. As long as I put another building together to keep it inside and out of the way of anything else that comes attacking the place, it should be fine. But I'm just going to pop over to the forest, because I'm sure there was some. I'm sure I had some other blueprints. Yeah, I'm sure I left a couple of blueprints in the tech generator. Tech generator? Tech replicator. Yeah, the tech replicator. I don't know what they're attacking. Right, so yeah, so I've got a couple of 128s, and I mean that one needs about 25,000 dust. 26. I mean that one I built, it had 100% across the board for its stats. Stamina would be a real pain. Now that one's got extremely low. Well, that one's got lower health. So I think if I was going to build a little army, I'd be more inclined to get ones that have got better stats than that. It might be a case of having to go out and do more searching. But yeah, I definitely think it's worthwhile, you know, doing those yellow ones. And I keep calling them yellow ones. To me, they're kind of like the equivalent. I'm not 100% sure though, because I've seen like a 10k vein, a 25k, and a 50k vein. Now, in terms of the orbital supply drops though, there's the blue one, the yellow one, then the red one, and then the purple one. So it's kind of a bit skewed. It's not quite in line with like the loot drops, you know, what you got on the island, for instance. So I've only seen, I don't think I've seen anything above a 50k vein. So I'm just making the assumption that a blue OSD is equivalent to a 10k vein, for instance. But actually, I better pop Arthur out here because he got pulled over through some teleportation because I put my teleporter over here, and he got pulled across when he shouldn't have. That was unintentional. But now, I mean, now that I've got some more shards, I can at least go out to the desert and put a teleporter in. The question then is it worth doing the enforcers next, or getting myself a mech? I wonder what because you can build one of these. You can get better ones off higher quality drops. Because you can see the stats are not as good, and it's only like a level 51. I wonder if so I need another. I only need another 80 crystal, so I'm actually tempted to actually build one of those now because I don't need that much to do it. Maybe take one of those out with either the Velonosaurs or the Enforcer, for instance. See how that copes. You want a mech and maybe a few Enforcers to take on you know, like more veins or more loot drops. That's definitely interesting anyway. I mean I think that Enforcer that I've got definitely needs more maybe more leveling, because it's got pretty good stats, but it kind of struggled. We got through about the third wave, I think, where it started to fall. In part, I mean, because I dropped the dust, so it didn't have the opportunity to eat more, maybe, and that might have helped. But it's just its health was just going down and down and down, so it obviously needs a lot more health and a lot more stamina. But anyway, I set out what I aimed to achieve, which is I've got myself some more shards and some more element. So I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, then do please click that like button, because that'll help me out a great deal. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more content, then do subscribe. And just remember to click the little bell icon, and then that way you'll get notifications. And if you've got any comments or suggestions and want to see anything in particular on the channel, then just post that in the comment section below. So until the next video, thanks very much for watching. Bye!